Today's call is really, really interesting because, it's based on something that's very fundamental. That's rituals. Yeah. We all have rituals that we do every day. Can you give an example of your favorite ritual of the day? Yeah. Just put it in the chat. I'll share mine. Mine is when my tea tray comes to me in the morning. Yeah, it's usually near the balcony amidst my plants. The tray has a little teapot. It'll have some Darjeeling tea leaves brewing in it. It'll have my cup, the strainer, the teaspoon, the little milk jug, and it's all set out very neatly in that tray. And pouring myself that cup, taking in the smell of Darjeeling tea, looking at that light color pouring out from the teapot. There's so much joy in that. It's a ritual that connects me to my day. It opens up that hour of the day that is just for myself and helps me create a setting for my thoughts and actions for the day. The power of rituals, whether they're these daily mundane ones that we do, or they're things we perform to begin special occasions or at the close of occasions, we know and sense the magic in them, I think. And today's call is all about delving into that magic a little deeper. Many of you would have met our speaker today, Siddhii Shaah. She has studied white magic and has been using it to also connect with deities, celestial energies for many years now. Her clear senses have intensified her learning of the metaphysical and physical properties behind essential oils, herbs, candles, and the four elements. She's able to not only create beautiful and powerful rituals to heal relationships, health issues, money problems, and we're going to hear from her today on how she's done that. But she's also a master and a teacher. She makes it incredibly easy to understand and practice white magic. And we're going to find out today how she does this. She's also going to share with us some powerful white magic remedies. And as a gift for everyone, there's a prosperity ritual we'll be performing under her guidance today. Are you all ready? Siddhi, welcome to another Mystic Lotus Masterclass. Your presence,
Thank you.
always such a lovely gift.
Thank you. No, it's my pleasure. I mean, again. So, today's topic, as Ruchira, we've been speaking for the last 2 days, and I've begun getting into that analogy, is magic. Magic of day-to-day life, magic, that little bit of magic that we need when we want to go ahead and make something more in our life, little bit of magic that we need to make things happen, and sometimes that comes to us with a word miracle. What makes it happen? How does it happen? Is it right to go ahead and perform? Is it going to work for me? Well, even I had all these questions on my mind when someone, for the very first time in my life, offered me a remedy that was to do with candles, offered me a remedy that was to do with diya, and I was like, what? A diya is going to do this for me? It's like, no way. But all the way from Siddhi, who was a non-believer, to someone who truly believes in it, practices it, teaches it, it has been a very long journey. So my first question to you all, how many of you are into the practice of lighting at least one diya or one candle every day, every morning, and doing one prayer? Say your name, as in you can say yes, or you can send us your names. Yes,
We can see a whole bunch of people actually, Siddhi.
that's a ritual in itself. That is a ritual in itself. How many of you are, um, once in a while, when you're caught up, when you're sorry to use the word, but when you're messed up, maybe it's office, maybe it's something else, and you take your minute out and say, oh my God, please save me from this. That itself could be a ritual for you. If you knew how to connect with energies at that point of time, if you knew what could you do with things present around you, surrounding you at that point of time, you could convert your wish into magic. That's what white magic or candle magic or other magical tools are all about. So it's not limited. Um, the way second thing after I speak comes to me. So is magic not only limited to candle? No, it's not. Um, you can always translate it into oil lamp rituals or diya rituals. You can always go around and take only a few things in your hands, maybe herbs, maybe spices, maybe something else, and make a completely new spell out of it. If you simply had a bottle of water with you, you could make it magical. So, yes, when it is the journey of magic, it is not limited to only a certain kind of tools. You can go ahead and use almost any kind of organic tools to make your magic work. The only thing is you need to have the know-how to connect with all these things, and you need to have that kind of faith inside you. You need to have connect or faith in divinity to make it happen along with you. That's magic.
That's that's beautifully expressed, Siddhi. Tell me, Siddhi, what was the turning point for you to see how white magic works? How
Oh,
does it?
I
How do we know that it works? What was your process of revelation of that?
Yes. So when the first time it came to me like a remedy because I wanted to go ahead and manifest something which looked like a far-fetched idea, which looked like a complete switch over. Sorry. Some of you who have known me for a while, you must have known that I was initially not in this as a professional, not in healing as a professional. I could do it only part time, and I wanted to turn my life 180 degrees. But this story starts even before that. When I was just beginning to understand what energy work is all about, when I was giving myself the time to learn different things, to explore different things,
Mhm.
and practice them. So when someone told me that you can light a diya, put your intention, and go ahead and do something like that, I was like, no way. But I knew practices like Tratak existed, where you go ahead and change your mind 180 degrees. I knew that um, havans do take place where they are like a mix of herbs, a mix of oils, a mix of wooden sticks, and a very grand ritual that leaves us with some kind of shift inside us. So, somewhere I could not deny that to myself completely that, you know what, it might not work. So, I wanted to take it up and work it out in my life. And Mystic Lotus is one of the results I've found as a result of my candle to Archangel Metatron. Apart from so many other things that have happened in my life, one of the initial things or one of in between things was to happen was Mystic Lotus. So at every given point of time, Ruchira, when I had done a road opener for me,
Mm.
and I will slowly talk about other people's stories also because it's not only my story over here. I started seeing new openings, new doors, talking to me or leading me to completely newer connections in life. I didn't know those people, I didn't know how things will happen. The only thing clear in my mind was an agenda that, you know what, I want this to happen. I
Mm.
didn't know how it will happen. So, people who are going to go ahead and perform your money ritual today, go ahead and make an agenda in your mind. What is it that you want to achieve? Maybe at the end
Manifest.
of 3 months, maybe at the end of 1 month, or how is it that you would like to proceed? If you would like to share it with us, please go ahead and put it. But that's how it began with me. I was clear, but I didn't know how will it happen. Second, when I started working with my friend, it's not only about me. Even she started seeing some kind of results. She was working on relationship. I was working on exploring career opportunities. And the kind of amazing results both of us started seeing, we were stunned for a few days. We were like, no, we are women of logic. This doesn't happen. And we went into further details to understand the science of it, understand the art of it, um, and understand the basics of it. So then I realized, Ruchira, when you have the basics right, that so white magic is a concept. Candles, diyas, oil lamps, carrier oils, essential oils, herbs, all of them are tools.
Mhm.
But with your creativity, with your understanding of metaphysical knowledge and how does certain energy work in certain way, you put it together, becomes like an art and a craft of what you do with that magic.
Okay.
So we started putting things together in our own creative way and started experiencing. So if you were to ask me what was my journey, it's
Hmm.
not yet ended, because every time I want something, first thing I'll do is light a candle either to Archangel Metatron or to my dragon spirits or anyone else I have a divine connection with or I truly believe in.
So it's quite interesting, Siddhi, that you mentioned, how we try to apply our logic, etc., and try to see how it's working. We do know actually, Siddhi, that a lot of white magic rituals have very strong roots also in our own culture, in Ayurveda, in Egyptian cultures, in multiple cultures, even in China. The use of certain herbs, the use of certain oils, and all started, perhaps, in the context of medicine, but it has it has gone on to manifest other things as well, apart from manifesting health.
Yes. So a lot of magical stories you'll come across is how Egyptian created certain kind of uh, rituals to make their queens look younger,
Yeah,
make kings live longer,
yeah,
and
yeah.
in a way, pyramid, the the construction of pyramid itself was done so scientifically that the pharaohs and kings get a good gateway opening up to them after they've passed over. So that also
Yeah.
is a ritual. There were Persians, even Norse mythology. They started with concoctions and potions and
That's
oils.
right. That's right.
So
There's a
you can
vast evidence of these things existing and working for a long time, and they've held through into modern times as well. So
yes.
that brings me to that question, Siddhi, that what are these, metaphysical and physical properties? Can you give us examples of, these properties that herbs have, that certain essential oils have, that help us create these to manifest things that we are
Okay,
looking for?
let me take one example. We
Okay.
all have heard that in our wallets we would like to keep some cinnamon powder
Hmm.
to increase, to protect our money, to make money come faster to us. But if I wanted to multiply it, I would keep saffron, because saffron's metaphysical property is warmer than cinnamon. It is a fertile. It is very fertile. So when women in Persia wanted to conceive, they
Hmm.
would make a ball out of saffron and tie it around their sacral.
Ah, okay.
Uh, in certain rugs and carpets, they used to weave in saffron threads, so good energies come in and they bring in money with them. So if you wanted to multiply your money, you would have kept saffron. If you wanted more luck to come with it, you would keep nutmeg powder, or you would keep some chamomile. And if in fact, because chamomile has more sun energies to it and brighter energies to it, it has also little luck enhancing energies. And if you just simply wanted to protect your money, I'm not going to spend. People who are spendthrifts, please keep a claw in your wallets.
I'm going to
So
keep one. I'm going to keep a whole bunch of them.
yes. So if you wanted your money to be protected, yes, you can keep cinnamon, but in terms of protection and in terms of being more pungent, clove outruns cinnamon. So I
Ah,
would keep a claw.
how interesting.
Yes.
Okay. Pooja, we can also send this to you on mail. We'll when you get the replay, so you'll know what all you have to keep. Okay. Siddhi, tell us. What kind of issues, like you spoke about money and prosperity, of course. What kind of issues does do get resolved with white magic? Like, what does white magic work brilliantly on?
Oh, it is everything under the sun. So whether it was relationships, whether it was monies, whether it was, in fact, mending your relationships. Maybe breakups have happened. Maybe I'm not feeling very comfortable around a certain person. I'm not a person who's very outgoing. I don't fit into a certain party.
Hmm.
Uh, maybe my kids have become teenagers and it's just
They're really
distancing.
screwing my life.
And all kinds of reasons, all the way from tiny, tiny matters, Ruchira, that we face in day to day life
Hmm.
to everything that we strive to achieve as we move ahead in life. So, first thing, allow me some 5 to 10 minutes to explain uh, everything. So, first thing that I spoke about is the breakthroughs in my life. In fact, there have been times where I've worked on someone else's spell. So let me give the examples one after the other and tell you how they really help. So this lady came to me when she had had her breakup with her fiance. It had been more than 3 months, and he was not even ready to go ahead and see her face, forget about answering calls and stuff like that. So she wanted to mend the relationship in a very beautiful way that they can at least start talking. Now, what happens? The very first thing that happens when a new project, I take it as a project, so I'm going to call it a project, comes to me is I break it down and identify which are the areas. The very first thing they required was more forgiveness. They required more communication. Communication has had to be initiated. All
Hmm.
right. So in one spell, what we did is I took certain pink candles, heart candles, rose oil, lavender, and all other herbs. So I created a spell with a mix of different herbs and different candles and different oils put together that creates forgiveness, peace, and communication between both of them. Uh, and I wanted her to support this spell with 2 diyas for 11 days, 2 oil lamps for 11 days. And by the time she could finish her 11 days, the guy called up. The guy called up, he was ready to talk, he was ready to, some kind of thought seed that we planted and nurtured through this magical process sprouted out, made him call and made him speak with her, and he was willing to take this forward after they've sorted out things between them. And
How
that's
lovely.
what she needed.
How
So,
lovely.
yes, that's how it is. One of the easiest things to manifest with candle work, you will not believe, but it is so, is money. But money for everyone is very different. Some people want to come out of debt, some people want to just multiply, some people want to protect it. I'm a spendthrift. I earn enough, but I'm not able to save enough. While some other people just wish for a growth in their life. So what is it that is going to balance? So people who are spendthrifts need more protection of money. People who are in debt need a breakthrough so that a new channel starts, a new communication starts, and the person who has the money gets a thought of paying it back in a good way.
Hmm.
That's what we want. And people who need new opportunities or business promotion or something else, their work is completely different. But what usually happens when we look at the Google or we come into this for the first time, burn a green candle with cinnamon powder. No, it's not always the same for every person. So the person who wanted to become debt free, I
Hmm.
might not even use a green. I'll use a yellow
Okay.
because it's a breakthrough, or I'll use an orange because it's a breakthrough. So person who really wanted to protect it, I might use a white green. I might use, yeah. So I'll tell you one more thing. When it comes to cleansing, when it comes to removing negativity, see how the personal energies work is something that I'll tell you. Usually we'll hear people talk that use a black candle because it is going to remove your negativity. It is going to um, protect you from something.
Hmm.
What energetically is happening is it is creating a black or a veil around you. It is creating a dark veil around you so that no one will see you and you'll be protected. If I was to use my own ideas into it, what I would do is I would burn a white candle because I want so much of energy coming out of me, like sun, that
Yeah.
no dark energy will be able to stay around me. That's
Hmm.
my idea of using white for protection, white for cleansing, white for peace, white for anything else, because it is very bright, it is very cheerful. So when you're working out your candle work, it is very important to bring alive that connect, bring alive that factor of how you perceive things and what are the ideas in your
Yeah.
mind. And that's how
So
make your, sorry.
no, so, sorry, I'm just going to interrupt you there for a bit, Siddhi. I want to tell everyone, everyone's very focused on getting the essences of, like, what they should use for different problems. I want to tell everyone we have a segment that's going to come up where we're going to raise questions, and Siddhi is going to give us remedies for each of those problems. What we are doing right now is, of course, looking at the approach to solving those problems. Yeah. So the difference is quick fixes. The quick fixes you will get when we are doing that segment of the remedies. But right now, just try and see how Siddhi's approach to problem solving is, because when you're learning white magic, it's all about correct me if I'm wrong, Siddhi. It's basically you want to find out the problem. Two people could have the same problem, but your approach to solving them could be quite different because it depends on what is causing that problem in their life at that moment. And that cause might be different for the two people. Like you said, that you use certain colors for a breakthrough, you use certain herbs for a breakthrough, because you judge, you look at the situation and you judge whether this requires a breakthrough or does this requires something like a key to enable it. And there's a difference, I would presume, right, between the two, because if you are, the breakthrough is creating a path, which means that there's a follow-up ritual after that as well, right?
Okay, I'm not taking it from the mindset of having a follow-up ritual. It
Okay.
may not,
Okay.
but just think about two words. One
Huh.
is so peaceful and finding a key. It's different from, like, one is blasting ahead,
Huh.
like
Okay.
open it up. Like
Okay.
it is like a command.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the kind of difference you can bring into different magic spells,
Hmm.
maybe for the same reason.
Okay.
You wanted key to something, you wanted the energies to be subtler, you wanted to just break through and bombard, you could
Hmm.
make your spell that way also. So your intentions matter, your understanding of magic works,
Hmm.
and most of all you need to have your basics right. Then you'll be able to go ahead and get creative with what my intention is, and should I make it like a blast or should I just let it flow subtly like a river.
Yeah, that brings me to my question. In fact, before we go on to that, I did see this question come up in the chat. Why is it called white magic, Siddhi? We'll clear that and then we'll move to my next question.
So this question often comes to me, why do you call it white magic? Because I practice all white and nice things. Um, I'll give you an example. So there's someone who's troubling me, he's not right, he's creating all kind of nuisance around me. The coin is the same. There are two sides to it. One side will say, go ahead and give back,
Hmm.
trouble him back. Other side will say, give yourself good protection. So I work with the whiter side and find out the solution. I never go ahead trouble someone else. I never go ahead and teach those things which even get into the space of gray or dark. So that's why I call this white magic. The initial idea of magic was to create beauty, was to create more flourishing life for people.
Mhm.
But yes, there have been instances throughout the history where people have been misusing magic, and that's when these bifurcations came into space. One was black, one was dark, and one was white, where people will not harm someone else and use it only and only for good purpose.
Okay. Okay. So that brings me to that question, Siddhi. What's the difference between learning how to do white magic for myself and just coming to you for a session of healing?
Okay. Tell me one thing, what's the difference between you knew how to breathe,
Hmm.
but breathing in a certain way that makes a difference in life? That is pranayama.
That's
The
true.
entire lifestyle changes. If you knew only a mantra and you're chanting it every day, but knowing the meaning of every word in the mantra will get you involved. Now, secondly, you tell me, Siddhi, go ahead and do a cleansing spell for my house. I'm doing it in my house. So your house is not directly channelized. Yes, the work is happening, but okay, let me put it in points. Number one, you get knowledge. There are things about candle magic that are very interesting. That
Hmm.
means reading the flames, reading the residue, understanding how the work is progressing.
Ah.
So if you knew that I've just lit a diya in my house and or lit a candle in my house
Hmm.
for so and so purpose, and now it is showing me something that I should know about, I should make a note of it.
Hmm.
That is something that you can do on your own. Second is you can translate all these things to fit into your life. So if you're someone who is not a believer of candle or not a believer of oil lamps, you can mix match them, you can simply use them, use only herbs or spices, and make a great difference in your life. So that is the difference between learning and practicing. And any which way, did you know that there are so many things that you are going on doing in your life? Those are rituals, but you didn't know those are rituals. And imagine when you understand the meaning behind them. Like doing those Diwali Rangoli with rice flour is a ritual.
That's
Like
true.
everyday morning diya is a ritual. Like hanging something outside our door frames on a certain day. Maybe it's a pumpkin, maybe it's black tourmaline.
Hmm.
It's a ritual. So all these more, and the biggest of all, nazar utarna, that we call, is the biggest ritual. Do you know why do we use
That's
camphor and
for,
clove?
yeah, that's for everyone else from outside India. That Nazar Utarna is basically removing the evil eye,
Yes,
right? Yeah. Mhm.
yes,
No, I
yes.
didn't. What is the reason behind camphor? Because actually, I love burning camphor in the house. Like in the evening, I do that during, especially when when winter starts.
Camphor's metaphysical property is to purify. So whether it is a space or when we do these circles, that means we are uh, putting it in our aura. So it is our auric space. It
Huh.
purifies. And clove's metaphysical property is to cleanse and protect. So when you are taking circles with camphor and clove, the intention is to cleanse and protect our aura. And then we burn it in front of us. So when we burn, the campher's property will also cleanse the space. And that's beautiful. In fact, let me tell you about few more things.
Mhm.
Is planting tulsi in front of your house or front gate
Hmm.
also is a ritual, because that also is very very purifying and protecting. So whoever comes into house,
Hmm.
his or her, if he or she is carrying anything negative, or he or she are not in a good mood or are just very negative, all that gets absorbed right at the
At the entrance.
From, yes, of your door. So there were reasons behind everything that is traditional and that we've been doing. And a lot of them have been magical reasons. So the idea is not to call it magic, but idea is to understand the science and concept behind it because
Hmm.
it has magic.
Hmm. That's quite beautiful. So, Siddhi, as I understand, learning white magic allows me to be part of the problem solving process
Yes, absolutely.
and connecting with the solution myself and bringing that solution, so adding my own intention to that
You know
solution.
what happens when you are going ahead and using white magic
Hmm.
is you're working on your own energies, number one. You're
Hmm.
working with universal energies or elemental energies. It could be earth, water, fire, air, any one of them. You're working with your angels or deities. You
Hmm.
could be also working with your animal spirits or any other dimension. And if no one, you could be simply working with your Kul Devi, Kul Devta, whoever you've been believing.
Ah.
So what is happening is you're combining a lot of energies to come together. You're channelizing it. And as we know that a candle is an invocation in itself. It invites those energies.
Hmm.
Every time I've seen that I burn a candle that is for the magic work, or I burn a diya that is for magic work,
Hmm.
every time the flames are different, the flame colors are different, the candle run is different. Something, the same candle that was running for 12 hours
Hmm.
sometimes goes on for 72 hours, sometimes will not even last for 2 hours.
Hmm.
So every time it starts talking to you, it starts giving you indications, it starts working with the energies. And especially when you are sitting and meditating and connecting with your angels, you
Hmm.
might even end up receiving a lot of guidance. Let me tell you about few of my readings, if that's okay.
Yeah, yeah, of
So,
course. Yeah.
couple of readings. Once I had done a spell for a couple where in the reading I saw a scorpion tail. So I told the woman the guy might be cheating on you. Might not sound right, but yes, I can see it as a part of reading very, very clearly because that is formed in your candle. Um, Somewhere she was also skeptical, she was doubtful, but all she had to do was just check. And in a few days, things came in front of her. Likewise, there are so many other times where we've figured out that there are certain blocks from your past. What you've done, I could say that there was something you've done in your past is not letting your flow move to future. And then the stories come out. The client will say, "Arey, yes, I've done something like this. I didn't know this was holding up." And then we get into details of how do we cleanse those energies from past and make a clear way for future. Uh, when it is about prosperity and uh, other readings, when I see very, very big blogs or when I see a difference or some kind of block that is not letting you do it physically.
Ah.
Now, this is something I figured out in one of my cases that there is some physical threat to you or something that's not right, that is not making you do it physically.
Hmm.
So the person agreed that one of my colleagues doesn't want me to do this, and he's
Ah.
not allowing me to make it happen. Then the entire spell changed for the next time. Entire ritual changed because we wanted that breakthrough to happen. So every point of time, a candle starts telling you something. A ritual starts telling you something. This presence of angels, this presence of elements, universal energies,
Hmm.
and yes, that's how it goes on.
So I wanted to hear from Mridula, Siddhi, who's learnt white magic from you. I wanted to
Yes.
check with her how what shifts she's experienced. Mridula, can we unmute you? And she can tell us, like, the difference between um, learning and just taking a session. How I
Okay.
think, yeah.
So,
But
hi
you're
Ruchira,
unmuted.
can you hear me?
I can hear you though. Yeah.
Uh, Thanks. Hi everybody. So good to see so many people on call today with Siddhi. And actually, if Siddhi is on call, then the board would be full. One knows about that. Thank you for having me here, Ruchira. Very kind of you. Uh, a word about Siddhi, an excellent, excellent human and a teacher. I myself am a healer, and you know that, Ruchira. So I'm a healer, a past life regressor. In spite of being a trained person, I still wanted to experience certain kind of things and wanted to have some wisdom over candles. So something made me connect, and why something? It's Mystic Lotus made me connect to Siddhi, and it was no regrets at all. Siddhi is a beautiful human. I have personally experienced two of the magics, though I don't believe in magic myself. Being a regressor, I prefer to do things the other way around. But then there was a time when I was wanting to connect to somebody desperately, one of my relatives and all that. So the ritual stuff, I called her up and I told her, I said, Siddhi, can you just tell me how am I supposed to get in connection with this person? So I got offended so and so. So she said, okay, do this, Mridula, make all these things and just keep it with you. And so it happened. Almost about a week, 10 days later, the person got in touch with me. My ego was bigger actually. So I didn't want to give a call. So it just, that little magic she taught me was beautiful. Her class, her workshop is excellent. A word about her workshop. She's a very, very dedicated soul. When she says, she means business. She says, I'm going to teach you for 10 days. She'll teach you with great love and dedication for those 10 days. She'll not give up. Post the 10 days also, she's also there to help you and to support you. Plus, she has a very beautiful thing, which is that whenever she takes another workshop, you're allowed to be part of the previous workshop. So you get to meet the next batch and you get to refresh over whatever you've learned. You can ask as many doubts. My personal experience with her has been amazingly beautiful. I mean, what more can I
How
say?
wonderful,
She's,
Rita. How wonderful. And quite incredible with Mila, like how you said, that when you use the white magic ritual, you, in that situation, you actually didn't want to make that call and you could still bring
yeah,
about that shift. It opened up a
yeah.
gateway so the other person
Yeah.
could
So,
call.
so it is very natural. We all have a ego state. All right. So who better would talk about it? As I said, I'm a therapist and I'm a trained therapist. I would not give in. So I said, I am not going to call my sister. So I'd rather do this, that I will not bow down to this. So then I called her up and I told her, Siddhi, what do you think about it? She says, don't worry, I'll give you something, you do it. So I followed that for about 10, 11 days. And she kept inquiring, kuch hua tera? Kuch kaam hua tera? And she's such a sweetheart. No, she keeps going on all that. So I said, nahi ho jayega. So then 10th, 11th day, I got a call and everything was sorted out. And my ego was like
Wonderful.
happy.
So wonderful.
So I was in a happy state.
Right.
But all those who are listening, believe it or not, she is not. I mean, I'm not trying to add on to any fleshy words. You can experience her. She's a beautiful soul, a wonderful human being, a very angelic soul, and she gives you more than what you actually pay her or you tell her. In fact, you even give her a message at 2 at night. She turns around and says, "Okay, subah baat karte hain. I'll give you everything what you desire." So she does that.
We've got a couple of people, in fact, who are also adding, Mridula, that Siddhi ma'am is an angel, and Bhavna
Yes,
says
she
great
is.
soul and selfless healer.
There's no doubt about it. I think all those who have been trained by Siddhi, we all say the same, that she's an angel. There's no doubt about
Mridula, tell me, was it easy to learn? Was it easy, or was it a lot of information to process? And
it. No, no, no. It's very easy to learn. You see, candles as it is a very beautiful thing. So if someone tells you to burn certain amount of candles, you as it is doing it as a ritual, na? But you really don't know which direction you should be doing it. For example, if someone tells me that you don't place a water glass on the right, and I keep working on towards the left side thinking that this is going to work a miracle for me, how
hmm,
would I know that the right side is the miracle side?
okay, okay,
So if I'm only working on towards a left side, so she guides you that if you're supposed to burn in this direction, this is how it's supposed to melt. Even for the little bit that all those residues which come down, they make a shape and a form. Prior to that, I would never even notice, frankly, what shape it is coming in. But now, when it turns into a shape, I look at it and I send her a picture. Dekh ye ho gaya hai mere saath. So she says, this is what it means. So you really want to know what the flame means, why is the flame going on the right side, what is the flame trying to tell me? Because when you're in a state of theta and you're in a meditative state, you actually are in communication with the flame.
Okay.
So you really want to know why is it the flame, what is it that the flame wants to talk. So she guides you on that.
Okay. How lovely.
So it is not at all difficult. Yeah, it's not a lot of information.
That
In fact,
sounds
it's
so
the apt
interesting
amount of information.
as
Yeah.
well. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mridula.
Yeah, so
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Mridula.
thank you so much. I'm so glad. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Love you. Anything for you,
I love
Ruchira. You looking gorgeous, Ruchira, as always. I mean,
thank
I'm
you.
always in awe of you that how can somebody look so, so gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you so much. People enjoy Siddhi and be part of her. Thank you so much. I'll take your leave, Ruchira. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye,
Thanks.
Siddhi.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Siddhi, Mridula made such an important and interesting point that you're doing these things anyway, but you're not realizing what they mean and what they're telling you. I think that's really, really powerful because as sometimes you're doing a ritual anyway, and you could elevate that
Yes.
into a magical level by knowing exactly how to how to place it, how to do it right, how to read the message in it.
So let me slip in one secret.
Huh.
If you wanted the energies of your house, of your surrounding, to be more healing, to be more energetic, to be more protecting,
Hmm.
just add a little pinch of haldi, that is turmeric powder, in
Hmm.
your diya that you do every day.
Hmm.
Now
Oh,
imagine one small thing like that could make a lot of sense around your energies. That
oh,
is the science of energies. That is because of haldi's metaphysical properties. If we um, remember from our nannies and daddies' time, that if
yeah.
you have a wound, they'll first thing they'll do is they'll fill it with some turmeric
The
powder,
paste
some
of
chili
yeah,
powder, and
turmeric
then tell
paste.
you, don't worry, it is going to get all right. So sometimes I used to laugh at my grandmom saying that you're not a doctor. She said I'm wiser than a doctor. So and it used to really heal faster. It's because of how haldi works when it is connecting with other energies, how
Hmm.
haldi works when it is connected with food also. Sometimes when we have sardi, we are down with a sore throat.
Hmm.
We'll make haldi pani or haldi milk and have
Hmm.
it because it is going to give us a soothing effect. It is going to make our healing faster. So is its metaphysical properties to cleanse, is to protect, is to heal certain things faster. And the
Oh,
yellow color adds a lot of energy to whatever it is doing. And that's why adding haldi into your everyday oil lamp or everyday diya is going to make a lot of difference.
okay. Okay. Wonderful. Siddhi, before we go on, there is a question from Emily. She says, "So true. I've been lighting a white candle daily for a month now. Was guided to do it, but don't know why. Is it possible to take her on and find out? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Emily, can you unmute yourself? I'm just going to check.
Yep,
Hi,
I'm here.
hi, Emily.
Hello.
Tell us.
Hi.
Hello. Um, so I've been having some personal issues with relationships and a split from my husband. And I just was really looking for some help and didn't know where to turn. So I started lighting a white candle, and it is on the right side of me. And because I heard light a candle, but that's all. Like, I don't know why I'm doing it other than I heard from guidance to light a candle. So when you were saying that we do stuff without sometimes even knowing that we're doing it, I feel that that's my example.
Okay. Let me go ahead and first of all ask only one question. That's, are you connected with any angel or any kind of deities?
I have so many. Yes. Mother
Oh,
Mary is a big one for me.
okay. All right. Um, Herself, an idol of compassion. All right. Now let me give you a few tips to make it better for yourself, the work that you're doing. When you're burning your white candle, if you sit and face the southwest direction, that
Okay.
is the direction of relationships. Secondly, you can go ahead and add some rose oil,
Mm,
okay, to induce more forgiveness, more unconditional love into this work. If you wanted to communicate once again and make or get more cooperation, you can add some lavender and peppermint. You
okay.
can use them in the oil format to make it more uh, potent as a work for you. You can keep a piece of rose quartz that is completely optional. It's not like you have to go ahead and do it. And few drops of sesame oil will help unblock your path faster.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah,
Very good. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Emily. I
Thank you.
hope
Thank you.
you find some shifts with that.
I'm sure I will. Thank you again, both.
Thanks, Emily. Thanks, Siddhi. That
You're
was
welcome.
really the rituals and the remedies are so simple to do.
Mhm.
I'm really amazed by that.
Sure. And Emily, just one more suggestion to her. If you wanted to induce more forgiveness in relationship, just call on to Lady Kuan Yin. She is the goddess. She also embodies compassion like Mother Mary. She also ensures that the patterns of karma that we have in our outer bodies get changing into energies of pure unconditional love. So if you wanted to call on to her while you're doing this work, I think it will be fantastic.
Great. Emily, I hope you heard that. You'll also be able to go through that once more on the call replay email. Siddhi, thank you for that. Thank you. I have a beautiful message, Siddhi, about you. So Dhriti says that Siddhi is truly a healing soul and treats healing as a service for the betterment of whoever comes to her. I've experienced her patient, magical, and benevolent soul during a workshop. I've not been able to complete it, but she was generous to the core and offered her time to get me up to speed.
Thank
How
you so dear.
incredible.
Thank
How
you so much.
incredible. So we have a whole bunch of people who want to ask questions, but I do want to clear one thing. I've heard this question quite often, Siddhi, from people. You know that if they started performing white magic rituals and their families did not quite, believe in it, would they come across looking like total, kooks?
Okay. So I had this question in my life because when I started lighting candles,
Hmm.
coming from a background that you're a Jain, you are to be praying only to certain deities, gods, goddesses. That
Hmm.
was a challenge in my life as well. But trust me, this is like you wanted to try. I teach this, okay, as a part of my workshop, that this was your candle spell. How do you convert it to making it a very potent oil lamp spell? Now, oil lamp is something we always put. We put akhand diyas, we put variety of diyas, and we always have them at our
Yeah.
place. So
Yeah.
that is something you can go ahead and do. Absolutely no worry. And in fact, in a while, we'll speak with Sejal, one of my students who started receiving clients, and she does oil lamp spells for them. She makes her own oils, and she's
Wow.
flourished pretty well, touch wood.
Hmm.
And And it's not just that. If you had your concepts right, o- just as we discussed, removing an evil eye is such a small ritual. It
Hmm.
is such a small spell. No, does not even take 2 minutes. Sometimes you can just take certain herbs, work things out. You can burn them. Like we all know that we write onto bay leaves what we wish to manifest, and then we burn them. Why that? Because the property of bay leaf is to enhance the energies of whatever it is working with. So if you will put it in your rice will have a wonderful aroma, wonderful flavor.
Yeah.
If you put it in any other dish, it'll its aura, its taste will be lifted up. The
Yeah.
same way, when you're writing your wishes on a bay leaf, the energy of your wish is getting lifted up
Ah.
before you surrender it to the fire energies.
Hmm.
And when that also happens, when bay leaf is burnt, it cleanses the space and unblocks the way. So that's the idea of burning it.
That's so beautiful, Siddhi. That is so beautiful. Like that makes perfect logical sense as well. I just want to I want to tell everyone we're going to go into that whole segment where we're going to take up the questions. I've been seeing questions regarding new job, not getting married, etc. We're going to take up all of those very soon. I do want to address one thing though, because a whole bunch of people have been asking, what are the elements of your workshop, Siddhi? What all do you teach, and how does it bring everything together? Today, you've shared so many remedies already and so many insights already. I can't wait to hear how it all ties in your workshop, and how do you teach this in a step by step process so that we can do these rituals ourselves as well.
So, what my workshop largely focuses on is understanding the concepts and basics right. Then you can get creative. So, all the way from basics or basic spells of candle magic, I move on to advanced.
Hmm.
There are wonderful oil lamp spells. Now, when I say oil lamp, the only thing that you will think in your mind is a diya.
Hmm.
Well, you can also do an oil lamp with coconut. You can
Oh,
also
like
do
the
an
coconut
oil lamp
shell?
with pineapple, yes, because not only shell, the with flesh, coconut shell with flesh.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay. Okay.
it has certain kind of properties. You can do it with pineapple. There are multiple ways you can go ahead and set your oil lamps to
Hmm.
get certain kind of results. Um, that's what I go ahead and teach. I teach about herb magic, knot magic, different tools of magic, crystals, and so this all things that we usually know as basics and advanced and multiple different workshops that you'll go on doing
Hmm.
uh, is all clubbed in one
Okay.
called white magic. So we cover up lot many tools of magic.
So, Siddhi, there was a question about how do we connect with angels, and how do you teach that also as part of this
Yes,
workshop?
I talk about certain deities, gods, goddesses as a part of this workshop because it is important for you, like how I suggested that Lady Kuan Yin is goddess of karma.
Hmm.
Likewise, Durga is Shakti.
Hmm.
You want a breakthrough, why not work with Durga? If you wanted some peace in mind, why not um, work with Vishnuji?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because he's always relaxed. I'm like, I want little bit of that.
Yeah.
So
And you also teach, of course, about Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael. And
I talk about angels, I talk about deities, gods, goddesses. I do not restrict it to only one. This is not about religion, this is about the science.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's about the energies that they carry as well, right? And their abilities and their own powers.
Yes.
Okay. How
So
wonderful.
when I do my spells, I do with Buddha, I do with Kamdenu, I do them with Archangel Metatron, Hanumanji, and my Kuldevi, everyone.
Yeah, great. Um, so I'm going to post this question to everyone in the group. Would you like to first look at what Siddhi is offering for her on her workshop today, or would you like us to answer everyone's questions? We will do both, but I want to find out which one do you want to do first. Workshop, please. All right, the offers. Everyone wants the offers already. All right. Okay. So let me just share my screen, and just give me 1 second so that Siddhi can take everyone through. Siddhi, take us through.
Yes, so it is, as I said, it is an extensive workshop. If you club everything together, it goes up to 30 hours, where 20 hours are all about in detail learning of white magic, different tools, working with candles, oil lamps, making your own talismans, your mojo bags, your own herb spells, your own oils. We will hear from Sejal and Firoza in a while. But yes, all these things, and also learning to work with different kind of deities, different kind of elements, understanding these energies well. And with, if you were to club all the workshops together, which comes with your advanced learning sessions, which are minimum 5 sessions, and practicals where you go ahead, sit with me, do the practicals. Any point of time, you can come ahead, learn this again with other batchmates, and all of that put together, the price comes to 65,500. That is US dollar 997.
And
Yeah,
of course, we have an offer from you today.
of
We have a super
course.
generous offer.
Yes.
So that's
So,
so
yeah,
the bonuses as well, right, Siddhi? First, shall we take everyone through all the bonuses?
yeah. So, which I said that there are going to be minimum 5 complimentary advanced learning and practical sessions where you sit with me, learn the practicals of those spells that you need in your life. So
Hmm.
these are advanced spells which you will do it practically with me. Okay. The course revision, once again, get to attend the batch, get to explore newer things that you didn't maybe decide to do last time, and
Hmm.
take a completely new point of view.
Hmm.
Yes, and 6 months support, whether it is your client that needs help, whether it is your friends who need help, it's completely fine. And apart from that, you be a part of my student support initiative, that is Yana's Healing Studio student support initiative, where all the students come together, they explore newer opportunities, they heal others, and they have a blast. So
Sounds like it. And
yeah,
all of this for the first 10 buyers today.
is for rupees 13,100. That is US dollars, rupees dollars 200.
That's
Yeah.
incredible. How
Yeah.
incredible. My goodness, all this knowledge and all this information. Siddhi, that's fabulous. $200, 13,000 rupees. That's like really incredible.
Yes,
That's an
and it includes all
80%
your,
discount on the original and all the bonuses. In fact, I want to take everyone through that one more time. So you've got like the 20-hour in-depth course with that will include both white magic and candle work. And Siddhi, you're talking about candles, oil lamps, herbs, spells, making your own mojo bags, the talismans. You're also teaching everyone how to connect with their angels and guides. You've got the 5 complimentary advanced practical sessions where they'll work with you personally, right? And
yes,
you're also going to share techniques for advanced, some advanced techniques, and especially issues that they're going to come across from their clients or from their family members even, and they get to do this with you. That's like having 5 free sessions with you personally.
Oh, yes. And the entire price is like having your professionally done 2 or 3 spells. It is at that price you're learning.
Yeah, yeah, that's incredible. Plus, there's 6 months support, and like we're going to hear from a couple of your students, that support is so valuable, and you're so generous with it. That's
Yes.
incredible. And they get the chance to revise everything. So they can do the revision much later as well, Siddhi. Like, if I've
Yes.
done the course right now and I want to revise it again 6 months later, if I'm thinking, that I've
So,
forgotten certain elements and I want to
so
revise it all, I can do it even 6 months later, right?
So the window is open for you from all the way up to 6 months to 8 months.
Okay.
That is completely fine. And by then, I'm sure a lot of personal talks have happened. You've already advanced.
Yeah, yeah.
In fact, some other workshops that we've done together with Mystic Lotus, whether they are angels or whether they are something else, all of them are coming together saying that, Siddhi, let's do something new with angels. And we are having sessions now much later after the workshops are done, but we all are having a blast. That's what I said, that every
Oh,
time we are experimenting something new, we are experiencing something new, whether it is card reading, so that is to do with that. But here also that happens, that let's get down, let's make a new spell happens.
that's brilliant. And all of this right now for the first 10 buyers is 13,100 rupees, or just 200 US dollars. That's really, really fabulous. You also have an offer on your single session, Siddhi.
Oh, oh yes, yes. So let's just put it up. Oh yeah, you've already put it up.
This is the
So
usual
one,
price.
yes, one
Uh,
session that you have with me is rupees 5,500, where I go ahead and make a spell for you, personalized for your needs, whatever that you're facing in your life, which is usually rupees 5,500. Now will come down for rupees 4,400 for you.
and
So
that's
people
just
who are just willing to go ahead and book your sessions, this is the price for you.
That's a nice little sweet 20% off on the usual price. I still find the workshop so attractive though. To be able to learn all of it in just $200, that's 13,000 rupees, that's incredible.
Oh, let's hear it from Sejal if she's around, that how
Yeah.
she covered up all the money.
Yeah, let's okay, can we unmute Sejal? 'Cause I
Hi,
don't.
Ruchira.
Hi Sejal.
Hi, Siddhi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Fine. I was very much eager to share my experience.
Yeah.
I'm
I
audible.
believe you recovered all the money that you invested in the course straight away. I can't wait to hear
Yes.
how. Tell
Hi.
us.
Acha. I myself am Sejal Jobin Bubra. Like I wanted to start my career. Like my both kids have grown up, and we are Gujaratis. Like we are not supposed to go out. So I was planning to think and start my career, and God bless me with this great soul Siddhi. I don't know where from we became friends. And I have learned so many modalities with her. But I remember in the month of May, like this, a call of candle magic spell was there. And I remember I started taking clients right there away. But then I thought, for one spell, I will ask Siddhi like which herbs, which oil to use. It doesn't look good. Let me learn the whole course from her. So
Hmm.
I started candle magic spell this course from her. And Ruchira, I really would think like people are connected to candles or diyas, but myself I'm connected very much with the diyas. Like always, any work I will say I'll put a diya and I will be very relaxed. Last week, my father-in-law had some emergency. He was going to doctor, but I
Hmm.
prayed to angels. I put one diya. I said my father-in-law's this thing report are normal. He'll be back in an hour. Believe me, within an hour he was at home, or just he had a gastric problem. His cardiogram was very much normal.
Oh, what a relief.
Yes, yes. So all the workshops like candles, angels, they all are interrelated.
Hmm.
I'll share my 2, 3 experiences. I hope nobody minds it because I'm really very much eager to share.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
before a month, there was a client who's one of neighbor friend. He was a COVID patient, and
Hmm.
doctor had said 72 was a critical for him, and his oxygen level was dropping, very much dropping. So
Hmm.
night 11:30, my friend called me up कि भाई so and so person के लिए will you be doing this candle spell? I said yes, I will do it tomorrow. 3 days I did a candle magic spell for them. Ruchira, after a month, yeah, after 15 days, I came to know that that person was out of danger. But yesterday, that female called up. I was
Uh,
not knowing her. Through somebody, she got my number and she called me up and she was like giving me so many blessings कि आपकी
gosh.
स्पेल की वजह से उसका ऑक्सीजन लेवल इतना बढ़ गया बोलती है आपकी हर इच्छा भगवान पूरी करे आई सेड यू
Oh,
मेड माय डे and yesterday,
fantastic. So this is a COVID patient whose oxygen
yeah,
levels went up.
yeah,
How
yeah.
incredible.
For him, matlab for both the couple, I did this health spell, Diya magic spell.
Hmm.
Huh. And this is a recent experience. Before 15 days, one of our friend in this group only, her
Huh.
mother, her sugar level was went up so high, like 350, 400. And she also is a student of Siddhi. So I
Hmm.
said, you do this no candle spell in angel press. तो बोलती है no no Sejal, you do it. If you do, I feel very safe. और मैंने उसकी मम्मी के लिए हेल्थ स्पेल किया, वन हेल्थ स्पेल किया और कंटिन्यूअसली 8 days तक एंजल प्रेयर्स चालू थी. I
Hmm.
don't know whether she's here or not, and her level was between 120, 140. It was like a magic.
That is truly miraculous.
Yes, it is truly
How
miraculous.
how incredible. My goodness, Sejal, that's brilliant work.
Yes,
Really,
and
really brilliant.
yes, thank you so much. And one more thing I would share, like in this workshop, Siddhi teaches us a variety of oils like prosperity oil, road opener oil. So last week, I remember before 15 days, I made this prosperity oil. But
Hmm.
Siddhi ki jo teaching style है ना, like she will say, like we don't run after money. The procedure I follow perfectly what she says. Like
Hmm.
she has told us कि भाई उसके बाद 7 दिन you do diya, chanting, dhoop, deep, and every day night I sit in my office. It's my kitchen and sit. It is my office. I would say like my altar is there. मैंने 7 days continuous वहाँ पे chanting वगैरह किया. And Ruchira, trust me, the day when I put it on my status, 7, 8 bottles went like that.
Wow.
Seven. And the recent experience today evening only, I had given this oil to one of my friends. She's a senior manager at Ashtak. So she just told me like she was not allowed to put this in diyas at home. So she
Hmm.
was applying this on the pulse points. तो शी सेड भाभी यू गेव मी ऑयल ऑन फ्राइडे और आज मेरी एक इतनी बड़ी डील हो गई है. मैं बोली वाओ थैंक्स टू दिस प्रॉस्पेरिटी ऑयल.
Sejal, let me get this right. You gave her the prosperity oil and she
On
put it on her pulse points.
correct
And
correct
within what?
within only 5 days. Today
Within
is
5 days,
Wednesday.
cracked a
Yeah.
massive deal. How
Yes.
how fabulous! My goodness, I want some of that prosperity oil too.
Surely I will send. And like she also, Siddhi also gives us so many ideas. Like last week I had one client, तो ये कोविड की वजह से सबका बिजनेस बहुत डाउन हो गया है. तो बोलती है भाभी
Yeah.
मेरी वर्क प्लेस में कुछ ऐसा ये ही नहीं है कि कुछ कस्टमर्स नहीं आते, बहुत इविल आई है मेरी दुकान पे. मैं बोली डोंट वरी. फिर मुझे एक थॉट आया, मैंने सिद्धि के साथ डिस्कस किया कि सिद्धि लेट अस डू सम प्रोटेक्शन स्प्रे फॉर हिम. तो शी गेव मी सो मेनी आइडियाज. तो आई एम गोइंग टू मेक इट नाउ. तो मतलब आपके दिमाग में एक क्वेश्चन आया और सिद्धि के पास उसका आंसर है. शी इज देयर.
I
मतलब
just
मुझे हाँ बोलिए बोलिए.
no, go on, go on.
आई मतलब नेवर रिमेम्बर कि सिद्धि ने कभी ऐसा बोला है कि आई विल टेल यू टुमारो. शी हैज ऑन द स्पॉट आंसर, ऑन द स्पॉट.
That's
और
That is magical Siddhi herself as well.
Yes.
So I just want to tell everyone who's joining in from overseas, Sejal was talking about how she just comes up with a question or a situation for which she needs a solution, and she calls Siddhi, and Siddhi has the answer and the solution straight away. that's
And
that's really really wonderful to have that
and
as a mentor, to have that sort of a person with you all the time is such a gift.
yes, Ruchira, let me share one more thing. I will not take
Mm.
much time.
Yeah,
This is a candle magic call, so I should not speak about other, but all her workshops are interconnected, as I said before.
yeah.
Right now, I am learning with her money reiki. Okay, so money reiki, mein, she had given us some exercise for money releasing blocks.
Mm.
Believe me, I am doing very dedicated with the dedication and very seriously all those exercises, and because of that, even I am getting these clients for candle spell.
Ah, ah.
So during the class, she gives us small tips. So
Mm.
I would request everyone to even follow those exercises. It will really help to remove your money blocks, financial blocks, whatever blocks are there.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much,
And
Rachel. And so clearly, whatever you invested in the workshop has come back to you many folds by now.
yes, many folds. This is the perfect word, I would say. And last thing, I would really tell for Siddhi कि अगर माँ बाप और family के बाद if I love someone, Siddhi is there. I
Oh,
really love her and respect her. Like the knowledge she gives selflessly. Really. God bless you,
I love
Siddhi.
you too.
Love you, love you.
thank you so much.
That's
Thank
all,
you so
Rutira.
much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Okay, is everyone ready to discover some remedies? And then we will do the prosperity ritual. I know somebody asked that when are we going to do the ritual with the. So that's a gift from Siddhi for everyone on the group. And we're going to do that right after this because you want some remedies as well, right? Give me a yes for everyone who wants to go through the remedies. We're going to talk about career. We're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about relationships with partners, with in-laws, with family, with, children. Um, if everyone is set, then we'll go through. I'm going to see how Siddhi like a rapid fire shares these remedies. Siddhi, are you set?
Yes.
Okay. Some of these questions actually today I've realized they've already come on the chat before as well from
But
people. So I'm
before
sure
you
they
move
find this
ahead, sorry,
really.
before you, sorry,
Yeah. No, no, tell me.
you move ahead, just one thing for everyone. Whoever's sending me personal or private notes, please get in touch with the Mystic Lotus team. You can get in touch with Amrish for all your personal sessions that you need to book. People who are asking me about shorter course, please get in touch with Amrish. We can work out. People who need a different time, who are working, will have something on weekends. Let us have a word. Amrish will definitely go ahead and help you with that, and we will take it ahead from there. And
Yeah.
yes, please, Ruchira, let's continue.
I just want to add Amrish's number is in the chat. It's 98203 42288. Yeah. Amrish's number is also on the Mystic Lotus pages everywhere. So in case you miss it from the chat, you'll get it. It'll be there on the email as well. And it's there on the WhatsApp groups as well. Okay. Siddhi, if my work is not getting recognized in the office, in the workplace, in my business, what should I do?
So if your work is not getting recognized,
Hmm.
simply, I'll give you multiple scenarios, and you choose what's right for you.
Okay.
Simply because you think you're not up to it, your energies are down, you're feeling lethargic, you're not feeling good. Maybe keep a piece of pyrite with you. If not, maybe sip into chamomile tea.
Okay.
That will help you. Uh, it is not only about calming down, it is also about lifting up your energies, for which chamomile works for you. And if you think you wanted a breakthrough, maybe bosses are really not paying attention, and maybe they are looking at someone else, take an orange candle, apply some orange oil on top, put some cinnamon powder, and burn it every Sunday. It should help you get that work,
And should
get
it,
that attention going. Yeah.
and should
So
I burn it in the morning or in the evening? Is there a time sensitive?
daytime would be great for this reason.
Okay. Okay. And I should burn the entire candle, right?
That's what I believe in. So you can go ahead and burn your candle bit by bit into pieces and break it down.
Hmm.
But in one go is awesome. The energies are constantly moving, but do not leave it unattended. Uh, Using safety measures is absolute requirement when you're going ahead and working with candle or diyas.
Okay. I just want to remind everyone before we continue. We do have a Telegram group as well. I know Jigisha's been asking about something. Jigisha, you can also post in the Telegram group, and Siddhi's around to answer all questions regarding rituals and remedies that she shared today, as well as questions regarding the workshop. If you have those, you can ask her there as well. Any direction, Siddhi? Chandni's
For
asking in which
this,
direction,
yes,
south
west,
or west?
west, west.
West.
Face the west. Yeah, you need to face the west.
So it's an orange candle with orange oil and a pinch of cinnamon. And you burn it in the daytime. You burn the entire candle. Don't leave it unattended, of course. And it should be in the west direction, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, next question. If I have a lot of conflict with my in laws or with my parents, they don't understand me, what should I do?
Okay. So number one, when I go ahead and give any kind of work that is to do with relationship, my piece of advice is always do it with forgiveness. So when you're doing your candle work, also have a clean heart. Do not keep anything within you. And if there's anything that needs to be forgiven, either you need to forgive yourself or someone else, go ahead and do it. Okay. So if you need more peace between you all, a white candle or a ghee diya along with some rose oil. If you wanted to reduce the amount of fights that are happening, it's just I don't know why the fights are happening. They're just happening. No one is
Mm,
making head and tail of it. In those cases, diffuse sandalwood oil. It,
okay.
and if you all are living together, diffuse sandalwood oil. If not, take a pink candle, sandalwood oil, face southwest direction, pray to Mother Ponyan, and work your candle out. For more forgiveness, for more peace. In fact, you can make a combination of a white and a pink for peace, for forgiveness, for unconditional love, everything. And you can burn this candle for Archangel Samuel also.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Thanks for that. So the next question, if I have a lot of conflict and miscommunication with my children, or I feel distanced and uncared for by my children, what should I do?
Okay. First of all, if you are someone who's getting anxiety attacks because of that, or feeling stressed because of that, first of all, make yourself a brew of some lavender buds with lemon and sugar. It is going to taste wonderful. Strain it, sip it, and find your peace. That's your first step if you're someone who's stressing over it.
Mm-hmm.
If not, and once again, go ahead, work with forgiveness. For any relationship, it goes without saying.
Mm,
And to speed things up and to induce more forgiveness in relationship, I would want you to go ahead and work with pinks and reds. Reds for speeding up, pink for unconditional love and forgiveness. And if you think that there was scope for peace, go ahead and work with a white candle. Use a lavender oil that gets you more cooperation, that gets you more harmony, more peace, more calm in
mm,
life. So for this, work out lavender oil.
okay.
Use lavender oil. Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. I'm going to raise questions from the listeners as well, but I want to finish this round because it's going to answer some of them already. If I'm not getting married, what should I do?
That means you need to go ahead and invite someone new in your life. So if that is the case, take a pink candle For matters of romance, if you need passionate love, red colored candle. So if you're going for a red colored candle, I would say use saffron oil and strands of saffron around it. And if you were just simply looking at romance or new person entering for a long lasting relationship, you can work it out with rose oil, lavender oil, and even peppermint oil.
Okay. Siddhi, is it if it's my daughter who's not getting married, can I do this on her behalf?
Yes, 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 yes. It is the idea of candle work. You can go ahead and do it for yourself, for your family members, even for your clients.
Okay. Is there a particular day or a direction that I should do this ritual in?
The attracting new
Yeah,
love Wednesday,
yeah. Sorry?
Wednesday or Friday.
Wednesday or Friday. Okay. And any particular direction I should be doing it in?
You can face southwest or east. I like these things to be done facing east as well.
Okay, okay. Harpreet is asking, can we put candles in a steel plate so that it is easy to clean?
You can,
Okay.
but if you're going to place your steel plates right on a wooden surface, please don't do it. Keep a stand below so your
So
wooden
the
surface does not get damaged.
okay, okay. All right. Next question. If I'm constantly losing money, is there something that I can do?
So if you're constantly losing money because of your own foolishness, someone needs to go ahead and work with his or her own mind and figure out what are the energies going wrong with me. And that's when you'll need a cleansing spell for your own self, not for your monies. Your money energies are right. There's something wrong with you.
Uh,
But when you think that some or the other external factor is coming into my space, I don't know why. Every time I try, but some other expense just comes up. I need to go ahead and work on it.
hmm,
You need to start working with a spell where, I'm sorry, you have some cloves, some cinnamon to protect your money, um, some basil, and some nutmeg to help you with luck and boost up your money energies and work your spell out with all these things. You can face the north direction when you go ahead and do this.
okay. Siddhi, is it the same sort of thing if I'm in debt? I know a lot of people have asked that question as well.
That is more of a work where I would want a breakthrough to happen. So I would use a yellow or an orange candle with orange oil, cinnamon, lemongrass, for my breakthrough to happen. I will definitely face the east or the west direction. I will definitely do it on a Sunday and definitely call upon the most powerful deity that I believe in.
Okay, okay. Do they use all of these that you mentioned together, or is it that you use only one at a time?
Oh, you can mix, match, you can make it very generous. Yes, it is possible. So, like when I said, is when I worked that relationship spell out, I had used multiple herbs in one go because I wanted forgiveness, I wanted cooperation, communication, and I wanted a patch up piece. So yes, you can go ahead and work. As long as you know what you're doing, they are not conflicting with each other. You can
Hmm.
go ahead and mix them.
Okay, great. So I'm quite done with my lot of questions. Siddhi, if you're okay, then we'll take a couple of people on the call and see what is, what problem they're facing and if we can provide a solution for them. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I have Meghna. Meghna, can we unmute you so you can share your question? Meghna Banerjee. Can you unmute yourself now?
Yeah, hi, can you hear me?
Yes, Meghna,
Fine.
we can hear you. Meghna,
Yeah.
can I request you to turn on your video?
Yeah, sure, but just 1 second.
Yeah.
Can you see me now? Is it too dark?
This is better. This is better.
Better.
Yeah. Hi everyone. First of all, thank you so much for this workshop, which is really helping a lot of people, and I'm sure it is going to help me as well today. And as I said in the comment, my husband is actually jobless since 2 years, so we are kind of having a very bad phase right now. So tomorrow he has an interview, and we really want him to crack this interview anyhow, just for the breakthrough, you know. So, is there a remedy that we can do, which is, very easy as well? Not the oil kind of, as in like just like you mentioned, orange oil and all. It would be a little difficult for me to get them by tomorrow. So that's the reason. Something which is available in the kitchen and easy to follow as well, please.
Okay. So can you please tell me what's available in your kitchen and I'll make something for you?
Cinnamon powder is there, cloves are there. What else do you require? If you could just guide me a little bit more.
Okay. Do you have lemongrass?
I can get lemongrass. It is easily available from the market, so that's fine.
Camphor?
Yes, camphor I have.
Okay. And clove you mentioned you already
Yes.
have?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have oranges? Is it not
Yes, I
oil?
do have oranges, just normal oranges, no oil.
Okay. So what you need to do is, and which kind of a candle or a diya do you have?
We every day we light the ghee diya in the morning as a ritual. Every day that happens. So, and I also have sesame oil in case sometimes when we kind of feel like putting up a sesame oil diya, so we do that, especially on the Hanuman G's days. And otherwise, normal other oils are there, and white candles I have.
What kind of diya material do you have? Diya's
Uh,
made of what?
the bati is made
No,
of
no,
what?
the diya. The diya is
Brass,
white, mitti diya, brass.
brass,
Awesome.
brass.
Now just take your brass diya, put a wick that is standing, put sesame oil, put a pinch of haldi, pinch of cinnamon powder, 2 cloves inside, and surround the diya with peels of orange that you've got.
Peels of oranges.
Yes.
Any way
And
to surround it, like clockwise, or should I go
clockwise,
anti-clockwise, or
yes.
just
Clockwise,
clockwise?
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
And also sprinkle some cinnamon. So if you have cinnamon powder, sprinkle cinnamon powder. If you have cinnamon as a stick, you can use chips, you can use, but do not put chips inside.
Okay.
It'll catch fire. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
you're just going to surround it. And yes, that's it for
Okay, so
you.
I would just like to repeat it so that I don't forget any of the elements. So in the brass diya with sesame oil, I'll put the standing bati, and so standing bati means the gold one, which we normally have two types. One is straight,
The
simple.
full body that we make, one which is standing like that, not
Yes, the
slanted.
full bati.
Stand.
Okay, understood. That bati. In that, I'll put a little cinnamon powder, a pinch of cinnamon powder. How many cloves did you say? Sorry. Two
Two.
cloves. Okay. A pinch of cinnamon powder, 2 cloves, pinch of haldi, turmeric powder, and I'll circle it around the diya. I'll circle it with the orange peel. Right? Am I missing on something else?
And sprinkle some cinnamon powder around, or
Okay.
put some
Okay.
cinnamon
So
sticks
along
around.
with the peel, okay. So along with the peel, I'll also sprinkle the cinnamon powder outside in the circle. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you
Perfect.
had jaifal or what you call nutmeg, you can just put it around or put some powder inside, whichever format you have.
Okay. Okay. All right. Perfect. And any direction that I should
Uh,
place the
north
diya,
or
or
east,
just
north
I
or
have my
east or
temple, my
northeast.
okay. So I have my temple, home temple in the northeast side. So there itself, somewhere I can put it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you
Okay.
offer it to some Devi, some Shakti.
Okay. Our Kuldevi is
The
fine.
root of Shakti. Sorry. Kuldevi is fine, absolutely. Yes, yes,
Okay. Okay.
yes.
Okay.
And
Okay.
all the
Perfect.
very
Thank you
best.
so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I would surely let you know how did it go. Thank
All
you
Yes,
the
so much.
best, Meghna. Yes, please tell us how it went.
Yes, absolutely. I'll tell you. Thank you so much.
you're
Wish him all
welcome.
the luck from us. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you so, so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Siddhi, for that. I have, Siddhi, are you okay to take on two more people?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I have Neelam. Neelam, can you unmute yourself now? Neelam Bhatt.
Okay. Uh,
Hi,
Namaste,
Neelam.
ma'am. Atma Namaste. I'm myself Neelam from Jaipur. Thank you so much. And it's such a nice opportunity. My question is not just related to me, but it is related to all teachers in India completely. Because from last 7 months, ma'am, wherein we were getting 90,000, 80,000 salaries, now it's like it has been reduced to 25 to 13,000. And initially we were all very optimistic and we were really comfortable with that we'll soon get into it. But now things are getting from bad to worst, and I don't know when this thing will change. There are some teachers in my school whose salary is totally dependent on this, and we have different EMIs. So things are going from bad. Moreover, COVID, there was some, like I myself was having COVID, now perfectly fine. So this, you understand how costly the treatment is. We have our parents and family and spouses. So ma'am, if you could really help with removing this blockage of money and free flow of money. I'm not asking for more, but whatever we have been working hard, we've been teaching online, and everybody is talking about parents, about children. I'm sorry, but nobody is even talking about teachers who are giving the 100%. Even we are going school in this COVID also. We have been going school, checking, taking online classes. So it's a genuine request. If it will could help everybody over here, and I would share this remedy with all my friends. Thank you and
Yeah,
gratitude in
it's,
advance.
first of all, thank you very much for bringing in notice of everyone. And I'll be more than happy to go ahead and give you something that not only helps you, but your colleagues, other teachers. So why not we work with something that we already have at home instead of going the
Oh,
candle way? I don't want you guys to
yeah.
go ahead and buy anything new. Okay?
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can go ahead and take a mix of sesame and castor oil.
Can I please write? Okay. Mix
Yes.
of sesame and how much quantity?
Just little bit of castor, few drops of castor, major
Okay.
quantity sesame. So if I was to part it, I would say 80-20 or 90-10. Okay?
Okay.
In,
Okay.
in those parts, in that proportion, that ratio.
Fine.
A pinch of cinnamon, clove
Okay.
pods,
Pinch of cinnamon and clove.
clove.
That
Yes.
means long, right? Long,
Yeah.
na?
Long,
Okay.
long. So
Pinch means
dalchini or more.
two, two cloves. Acha,
Pinch
you're
of
saying powder.
cinnamon
Okay.
powder, हाँ,
Okay.
दालचीनी powder. या तो फिर if you have dalchini chips, then you put it around. Don't put it inside.
So you are saying
And
90 sesame oil, 10 castor oil, pinch of cinnamon powder, pinch of clove powder, and pinch of dalchini powder, right?
if you have, work with basil powder. If you do not have, absolutely fine. Any
Maybe
kind of mint pudina will do.
I have fresh pudina at home. Okay.
Yeah, but don't put it
Fresh
inside.
can
Just
do.
boil it, put it around.
Okay. Okay.
So
Now
powder
what to
in
do?
this case, work is the best format. Work with your diya spell.
Okay. How to do that, ma'am?
So your diya
How
you'll
to
make. Your diya you'll make
which diya?
with
Mitti diya? Mitti diya?
mitti diya works. Absolutely
Okay.
fine. Any diya that you have at home, I'm not giving
Okay.
you any specifics because it has become very critical for all of you. So do not go on splurging. Go ahead and work with whatever you have. Mitti diya is absolutely fine. A standing wick,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
Put both these oils, sprinkle the powders in and around. So if there are chips around the diya, offer it to any Shakti, any form of Shakti.
Can be Durga Ma, Ganpati, Hanumanji.
Yes,
Shakti. Okay.
absolutely.
Durga. Okay. Hanumanji. Ganpati, my favorite god. Okay.
Yes, why not?
Okay. 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 Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Really, thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you,
Gratitude.
Neelam, and we wish you and all teachers lots of ease and
Thank you. Yeah,
lots
it's
of
really needed. Yeah.
financial security coming up.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Neelam. Siddhi, we do have a question from, I was just trying to find, somebody asked about insomnia, and I know this is quite a common issue as well. Uh, just going to try and see who it was who spoke about insomnia. I think so many chat messages. Neelam, I must tell you that everyone in the group is wishing you all the best and understands your situation. They've been posting comments.
Yeah, ma'am, because
Yes.
it's with everybody. Yeah, we are really tense, and today High Court is going to give order in favor of parents. That's what we have done, and so that is creating a havoc. We don't mind going against that, but then what about the teachers? Like, any
Yeah,
which ways, it's okay. Let's believe in God. Thank you so much,
thank
ma'am.
you.
You're a
Thank you
hope.
so
All
much.
the very best.
Can we
Thank you.
unmute Pooja? Pooja also has insomnia that she wanted to address. Pooja, can you unmute yourself now? We're just going to take a look. I think it just. Pooja, can you hear us? Okay. I'm not sure if she can hear us.
Yes, I can now.
Ah, there you
Yes,
go.
ma'am, I can. Thanks a lot. I
Hi,
was
Pooja.
patiently waiting for my turn. Finally, it comes. Thanks a lot, first of all. It is a beautiful, beautiful session with lots of information and lots of blessings and thanks from gratitude from our side to both of you. It's really working. My problem in insomnia due to actually before Corona, I was earning more than 2 lakh a year monthly, but due to Corona, my institute is shut down and everything is not in my favor. Now I'm starting my online classes. So, do we have any remedies so that we can increase our business online?
Yes. You have so many remedies. Let me start one after the other, and
First
some of
of
them
all,
are
I
not.
want to give you a compliment, ma'am. You are looking so divine. Your smile is so impressive. मैं
Thank
आपको
you.
देखे जा रही हूँ तब से बहुत ही प्यारे बहुत ही डिवाइन डिवाइन आपका ग्लो और आपका फेस रियली
Thank you.
थैंक यू मैम जी
So I'll tell you about two, three things. Some of them are not even lighting your oils and diyas. Okay, so be open to receive what's coming your way.
ओके
सबसे पहले, what you need to do is, uh, as I was telling you, is take some lavender buds. If you have this at home, go ahead and do it. Some. So first of all, boil some water. Half a teaspoon of lavender buds, lemon, squeeze in some lemon or lime, and some sugar. When it cools down, strain it and drink it.
ओके
Yeah, it is going to taste
if
good
I
and it
drink
is going to.
only having this tea we will increase our online business ma'am
Of
sure
course, yes.
oh so thank you I will drink it two three
This
times in a
is
day
about
can I drink
anti-anxiety. This is
okay
about anti-anxiety. It will open your mind up. And
okay
when you have so many ideas coming into your mind, when you have focus, this improves your focus. This improves your concentration. Does away with anxiety. So what you're doing is you're prepping yourself up.
okay lavender birds are dry birds or fresh
Lavender.
birds
So dried lavender. Lavender, you usually get it in dried format. Okay.
okay
So
okay
when it is dried lavender flower, those are florets, and that's why called buds.
okay
Yeah.
right
Okay.
I have to
Now,
take tea two three times in a day
just once is more than enough.
okay
Yeah.
if I want to increase more so then I can take it two three times
I'm giving you so many more remedies. Please hang on.
thanks
So
a lot ma'am it's really gratitude thank you
now, if you wanted to go ahead and work out on your sleeping hours, sleeping timings, after your evening shower, it is must to have an evening shower. Just one dab on your pulse points, agarwood or sandalwood oil. Take some dab of sandalwood or agarwood oil, put it on your pulse points, on your wrist also. If you want it, you can go ahead and use it. Yeah, that's it.
thank
That's
you
it.
thank you
Second, third, Note it down, then I'll move to third.
Yes, yes, ma'am. I'm noting down. That DAP points. Can we get a picture of that from on Telegram group or no?
You have your pulse points, no? It is behind your ear. It is
Okay.
between your neck and your shoulder and both your wrists, the inside of your wrists.
Okay, okay. Done, done, done.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
So one is sandalwood, the other is agarwood. All right. One
Yeah.
of these two is
I was just typing that in for everyone.
okay. Now, if you wanted to go ahead and sleep more and wanted an Indian remedy or Indian herb to work with, there are two, three more that I'll tell you. You can make a potli of lavender buds, keep it next to your pillow and go to sleep. It will make your sleep more deep. It'll make your sleep deeper. It'll make your sleep more quality sleep. Okay. Apart from that, um, this there's an herb called jatamansi.
Okay.
Just half a spoon of jatamansi, mix it with water, and drink it.
Okay.
Yeah, energize it, drink it. That's what is going to go ahead and help you sleep more. And for everyone who wanted a breakthrough in finances, please go ahead and use the same spell which I spoke about with yellows and orange candles. Either you can go ahead and use orange oil, cinnamon powder, clove. You can go ahead and make a diya. You can go ahead and use a yellow or an orange candle as well.
Okay. Siddhi, I just want to remind everyone, don't worry, you are getting the call replay, and this entire segment with Siddhi's remedies is going to be packaged separately so that you can just also look at just this segment if you want to revise on the recipes, on the remedy elements. You can take a look at that, and you'll have it there. Yeah. And this is going to come to you on email tonight, so or by tomorrow, definitely. So you can go through it again separately as well. So, Siddhi, shall we take everyone through your workshop details once more? Because I know that you've shared so much today, but there is so much more that you share and teach in the workshop, and everyone
Yes.
should have
So,
that.
Yes. So imagine you were to replace me and get all the knowledge. You were to know about candles, you were to know about oils, you were to know about carrier oils, essential oils, herbs, mojo bags, crystals, deities, gods, goddesses, everything. This workshop is for you. So whether you've established your divine connection or you are needing that kind of a breakthrough in your life, usually all that is packaged, that is so many different kind of workshops in one go, or so many basic and advanced spells in one workshop, that is 30 hours, usually costs, along with later on support of 6 months, 1 year working with your clients, usually amounts around 65,000, which comes to you for 13,100 right now. You can go ahead and book it. So once again, what I was telling you is, if you wish to replace me over here, this is the price that is coming to you for, which I don't think is
It's
less than a bargain.
it's incredible. It's an opportunity. It's a gate that's already opening, Siddhi, I think, for everyone. Because also, I wanted to just highlight, like you said, that I know my problems the best, in the sense I know them the most in the most intimate manner. Just now, some of the people who came on, even for Pooja, for example, she said insomnia in the chat, but then when we spoke with her, we learned that there's a cause for that insomnia. There's a deeper cause that's causing her to loss of sleep. um, she knows her issue and she knows her what's causing it the best. if she just knew about the herbs and the oils and the candles and the colors, she would be able to come up with her solution herself.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
that's I think really, really amazing, because she'll be able to tweak it exactly to what she needs for her problem once she understands this. That's incredible. Thank you so much, Siddhi. I'm just going to take a quick look at questions regarding your workshop. Jigisha is asking, any short workshop? Jigisha, you can get in touch with Amrish, and he will help you out with the other options. And Siddhi, can you share with everyone the dates as well? We're
Yes, so the
sharing
way
on the
course is
chat as well.
starting on 3rd of October, which is like 2 days away. But if you're looking at starting off little later, there are dates coming up. So there are weekday batches that will come up only in afternoon. I usually take only 2 sessions in 1 week for you to absorb and grasp everything in good manner, for you to go ahead and practice, experiment in your own sweet time. So that's why it's only 2 sessions per week, and there will be weekday batches coming ahead. So yes, weekday, weekend, both of it is coming. Timings will be
4:30 to 6:30,
flexible.
right?
Yes, weekend is 4:30 to 6:30. Weekday also will be afternoon, and you're free to swap the batches.
Fantastic. And Pooja's asking, all classes will be online? Yes, Pooja, all the
Zoom,
classes
yeah.
are
The
on
same
Zoom. Yeah.
Zoom.
And Siddhi, are there materials, etc., that you give them as well?
I give them notes. Rest material I'll not be providing. So notes, lots and lots of notes will be coming to
Yeah, that's enough. That is the material that everyone would need. I just want to remind everyone, there's a whole bunch of people who are asking for remedies for health issues, etc. You can take a session as well from Siddhi if you just want to resolve one issue right now. There's an offer on the session as well, Siddhi.
Yes. There's an offer on the session. The session that I usually charge at rupees 5,500 is available at rupees 4,400 for you. And that also, I think, limited to a certain time. So go ahead and grab it before it goes off.
Yeah, absolutely. Urvashi's asking, is there a certificate, Siddhi?
Absolutely, yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Brilliant. Okay, we'll close with the prosperity ritual.
Yes.
Is everyone
And
ready to start showering all the gold and dollars and rupees? Yeah.
and before that, just wanted to check whether Firoza is here.
Yeah. Firoza,
Kusha, unmute.
she has a
Yes.
really interesting.
Yes.
Hi, Firoza.
Hi, Ruchira. Pleasure meeting you. Hi.
Nice to meet you too. I know you have a really interesting story to share with us about your experience with white magic.
Yes, I have multiple stories. The most important one being my daughter just came to India on the 24th. She was studying in Melbourne. And Melbourne went under a lockdown. She was all alone over there. Melbourne, they have stopped, international borders were closed. And that time she used to tell me, Mama, how am I going to reach India? What are we going to do? No, we did not have any options left. And then I started with these rituals Siddhi taught me. So 3 rituals, and my daughter got a chartered flight. She got into Sri Lankan Airways and she could manage, and she said, Mummy, I'm getting a flight and I'm coming back to India. That is unbelievable for me.
Wow.
So I'm getting even excited sharing this. And she's right here next to me today.
Oh, how lovely. How lovely. And crisis situation for a magic to work is...
Come. So she's right here. That's my Kushi.
Hi.
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 Thank
Wonderful.
you so much for bringing me back. and Ruchira, I am very I'm a very shy person, and I used to get very conscious speaking. And Siddhi used to tell me that, no, I will be the one to boost out your confidence. You have to gain confidence. You have to gain love for yourself. And she could gauge what is within me. And then all of a sudden, I got an opportunity to do a webinar with Javed Akhtar Saha, then with Baman Irani.
Fabulous.
And yes, so it's that time, and I learned during lockdown period, so we did not get so many things. But she would always tell us, you don't need to buy things, just do what you have. And she actually knows her students from the soul. One day in a class, she could gauge my voice that I was under depression. Trust me, leaving all her work after the class, she called me. She's telling me, Firoza, you are sounding very low. I need to help you out. We need to do certain karmic things. I mean, in the sense, she guided me through a procedure. Just give me 20 minutes. I don't need anything from you. So here comes a teacher who is giving us everything extra, her time, any time you call her poise, her balance, she'll never judge you. Without judging you, you can openly say what you are, where you are, what you have done, what mistake you've made, and she'll guide you. So it's not 14,000 or money. It's about a whole life's guidance, a soul next to you, a guru. You cannot get Gyan without a true guru, trust me. No Google, no YouTube can teach you all this.
That's very true. That's very true.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so
Firoza.
much, Siddhii. Thank you so much.
Firoza made a really good point that some of this information sits on Google, etc., and we think that we can just Google it and we can figure it out. But I think the context and the detail and the most important aspects, because you're creating a miracle. You want it to be really powerful. You want that somebody who has experience with it teaching you.
And it's a tailor-made situation for all. So you need your guru guiding you. You cannot have an audio video message recorded that can guide you, truly. And here you have your guru. She gives unconditional love. That is where I can vouch.
That's fabulous. Thank you so much, Firoza.
Thank you so much, Ruchira. Thank you so much for having us. And I want to thank Mystic Lotus, because it is because of Mystic Lotus that I found my Siddhii. Amrishi, everyone. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
So now we'll move on to what's been waiting for. Yes.
Absolutely.
So everyone with diyas or candles in front of you and some cinnamon powder. Well. Yeah. And if you have few coins, get them. If you have few currency notes or bills, get them. Those will go back in your wallet, don't worry.
So everyone has their white candle and their little bit of cinnamon that I need to put on the candle or around it, Siddhii? Siddhii, can you hear us?
I'll tell you. It can be around. Yes, hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, so it can be on and around anywhere. People who have coconut oil or ghee can get it. So this is your candle. Usually when you wish to manifest things, I'm just taking one simple candle, a taper one, because I know a taper candle can also work wonders and magic. What you need to do with this candle is from bottom to top up, take a pencil or a pen and write your name. It will be like inscribing your name onto the candle. It's like carving your name into this. So from the base of the candle going towards the wick of the candle, go ahead and write your name. Then what you can do is go ahead and write the amount that you wish to manifest in your life, or you can simply say more financial abundance. You can simply say open doors to financial abundance. You can use a tea light. So when you're using a tea light, you can write it on a paper, put it on the tea light, or you can write it on the surface that's around your, that's on the top of your light. So this is also sort of that
Yeah,
format of tea.
so
You
like
can go ahead
everyone,
and
I have a tea light here as well. So I'm going to write it right around here. Yeah. And Siddhi, somebody's asking, they only have a green candle. Is it all right?
green will work for sure. It's prosperity.
Yeah.
If you have prosperity oil, if you have um, basil oil, vetiver oil, if you have even cinnamon oil, you can go ahead and get it. If not, absolutely fine. What you need to write is your intent that you want coming out from this candle. So that means maybe 1 lakh rupees, maybe 5 lakh rupees, maybe more prosperity, new job, promotion, new business, more business inquiries, whatever it is that you need coming in to your life.
Okay. Where should they put the oil if they have the oil, Siddhi?
Yes. So if you have the oil, take a few drops of oil on your palm, rub it, and
Hmm.
rub it all over your candle, the same oil. You
Before
need
I write or after I write?
after you write. After you write. The very first step to prepping your candle up is to write onto the candle.
Okay. Okay. And you can write with a gel pen as well, right? You can just write with any pen.
Those pens will not have the ink markings on the candle. It will be like carving in the wax of candle. So pencil also will work. It will not leave any kind of uh, residue or graphite or ink on the candle. It'll carve through.
Okay. 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 So I can use a pencil to just carve the
Yeah. You
amount
can
of,
use a pin also.
yeah, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Or like you said, I can also write it on a piece of
But
paper
these
and place it around within the candle.
okay. So if you've written a piece of paper,
Hmm.
hold it.
Hmm.
On the piece of paper, you're going to go ahead and place a candle holder or your plate within which you will set your candle like that.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So your piece of paper will go
Beneath the
below,
candle.
far below. So when your candle goes down, it does not burn.
Okay. All right. Okay. And where do we put the cinnamon powder?
Yes, I'll tell you. So when you've prepped your candle up with oil, all you can do is sprinkle some
Sprinkle it.
cinnamon powder on top.
Okay.
Or if you're going to put your candle into a plate or into a bowl, you can, after you stick your candle to the base, you
Hmm.
can make a circle of cinnamon powder.
Okay.
Okay. So once you're done with all this,
Yeah.
go ahead and light your candle and give me your 2 minutes so I can take you through a prayer.
Okay. Just have one other question, Siddhi.
Yes.
What do we do with the coins or the currency notes?
Okay, yes. So you can place your coins and currency notes around the candle for them to be energized. You can place them back when this work is done into your wallet. So your wallet has more money energies. These coins, these notes will go back in your wallet once your candle is down, your spell is over. If you do not have cinnamon powder, you can go ahead and work with basil. You can go ahead and work with khus. You can go ahead and work with pudina, anything that you have.
Okay.
You can
Pudina,
also go ahead and put
mint.
some nutmeg or jaifal powder.
Okay. All right. So
And if you have
mint,
cinnamon chips,
nutmeg, any of these, or cinnamon chips as well, right?
yes,
Okay.
cinnamon sticks or chips will do.
So I'll just repeat that in Hindi. Raj, that's dalchini, jaifal, pudina. Any of these things could work. All right.
And if you were using oil, you can go ahead and use olive oil, coconut oil for this. Vetiver oil, yes, I said that.
Yeah, yeah. And the direction,
East or north or northeast.
okay. And we put the oil in our hands, right? And we rub it around the candle.
Yes, you can rub it around the candle. If you were using the diya, you can put a few drops of oil on your diya. If you have powdered herbs, you can put inside the diya, or else you can simply on your plate sprinkle all these things around your candle or your diya.
Okay. All right. So, okay, Josefa's asking, can you brief again? Let me take everyone through. So you take your white candle. Yeah, that's could be a tea light, could be a long candle, could be any of those things. You you write on the candle what you are trying to manifest. Yeah, so it could be a new job, more business, could be an amount of money that you want to make in a month. Whatever it is, you can write it on the candle itself using a pen or a pencil. You're inscribing it. Yeah. Alternatively, you can write it on a piece of paper and put it underneath your candle. Yeah. Then you take prosperity oil, or you take a vetiver oil or basil oil or coconut
Yes.
oil, and you rub it in your hands first, and then you rub it around the candle. Yeah, like that. And then you sprinkle cinnamon powder around. So I'm keeping my candle in this stand and I'm going to sprinkle cinnamon powder all around it. Yeah. Anything else after that, Siddhi? Nothing else, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can face north or east or northeast direction. Once you've completely dressed your candle, it is sticking onto the base properly. Okay. And you've placed your coins and currency notes all around. Make sure there's safe distance so that your notes
You're not burning
do not
money.
come in contact with the candle so much. Yes, you don't want to burn your money. So go ahead, close your eyes. Your back, your neck needs to be straight.
Okay.
The candle has to be in front of you. Your living room will work. Your puja room will work. You can use a makeshift arrangement as well, where you'll place your candle for a few minutes and then place it in your puja room. After you light your candle, it is important to sit next to it. And it will be wonderful if you can keep it in a safe place from where you can, from where the candle can completely burn down. Now, everyone, please close your eyes. 3 deep breaths in front of your candle. Visualize the source and mode of income that you receive. Visualize your bank balance, the cash income, your happy colleagues, a flourishing sector in which you're working. First of all, begin by blessing your entire sector, your entire industry in which you're working. So if you're a teacher, bless the education sector. If you are a healer, bless spiritualism. If you are in marketing, bless the company you're working in and bless marketing as a profession. for it to flourish more and more, for it to become more enriching by the day, by the hour, by the minute. After which, bless all your colleagues, all your co-workers, business partners, everyone that's connected with you through some kind of money. Bless your clients. Bless your vendors. Colleagues, co-workers, associates, everyone. Now let's invoke the presence of Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, and Archangel Ariel to come and help us, heal us, guide us, protect us. So in everyone's lives, the blocks of money get released, we get a right breakthrough, we get a right amount that we wish to earn, we get timely income, all the money that comes in is guided and blessed by the holy angels. All the money that flows out is guided by you. It goes to right places to do right things. The entire flow, inflow and outflow of my money becomes blessed with your guidance, with your presence. All the coins that you've kept, all the notes that you've kept around the candle, you can place your hands on them and bless them to multiply, to become double, triple, 10 times, 20 times, 50 times, 100 times. At the same time, bless our entire earth, every living being on this earth, to get the power of money. In your mind, see the golden shower of money starting to fall on you and constantly expanding and extending from you to your family, your neighbors, your city, your state, your country, your continent, and the entire planet. Let, let this entire planet be surrounded with the energies of divine prosperity, financial abundance. Let people from different countries be benefited along with you. Now it's time to pray for your own breakthrough. In your mind, ask for what is it that you really, really need? What is it that you require? Is there an amount? Ask for an amount. If it is a promotion, ask for a promotion. If it is about generating more inquiries, ask for it. And tell the angels that I'm surrendering my money worries to you. Please help me with this. I'm surrendering my money worries to you. Please help me with this. I'm surrendering all my money worries to you. Please help me with this. So it is, and so it is, and so it is. Once again, take 3 deep breaths and slowly come back to your present moment.
Thanks, Siddhi. Thank you for taking us through that. So, Siddhi, I can also do this another time as well, right? I can do it like on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. What would you recommend?
I would say at least do it weekly, if not daily.
Okay.
And do it on weekly basis. Tomorrow's full moon. Go
Yes.
ahead and do it tomorrow. You'll have lovely energies tomorrow. So do not miss out full moons and new moons. That's when the energies are really high. Uh, Apart from that, Friday to Friday or Wednesday to Wednesday, you can do it weekly because you've begun on a Wednesday. Go ahead and continue doing it on Wednesday.
Okay. Okay. That really helps. Thank you so much, Siddhi. I want to just remind everyone that Siddhi's been very generous with all the remedies she's shared today, plus this beautiful prosperity ritual that we just did right now. um, you can see how much knowledge she has and how much she can help you with so many things in your life. So I would urge everyone to once again look at learning this. I'm going to ask everyone, I'm going to ask my team to just share the links to the workshop, because these are opportunities. These are also, I mean, the fact that you've been so generous right now, Siddhi, that itself is a nice little message from the universe that it's trying to enable something for us. I think, and I'm not just saying it because we want you to take the workshop. It's literally, I've started noticing that our healers have been so generous lately, and it must be a sign that, um, there are modalities that we should connect with or that will be beneficial to us, and they're being enabled at this time. So thank you once again for being so generous. And thank you for everyone who's joined us on the call today and who stayed all through. I hope you I hope you see benefits from the remedies Siddhi's shared, and of course, this beautiful ritual that she just guided us through. Thank you. And we're going to close here. You can continue to talk to Siddhi, of course, about any questions you have regarding the course on the Telegram group, and any other questions you may have on your mind on whether you want to learn this or take a session. You can talk to her over there. Yeah. Telegram group link is in the chat on Zoom. You can, if you don't have Telegram already, just download the app first from Google App Store or from Google Play Store or the iPhone App Store, and then click on the link. Then it's easy for you to join. Yeah. If there are any other questions regarding joining a later date for Siddhi, so today, for example, this offer is on just for today's, and you don't think you're going to be able to join the course on 3rd, you want to join a later date, you can check for later dates with Amrish's numbers, of course, in the group 982 03 42288. Yeah. and he'll help you out with that. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Siddhii.
Thank you. Thanks to the entire Mystic Lotus team. Without you, this would not have happened this smoothly. So thanks to you, Amrish, Shilpa, Neelu,
Misbah.
Nidhu, everyone, Misbah. I'm sorry, sometimes I miss out on the names, but to each and every one of you who've been working behind the scene. So thank you so very much.
Thanks.
And to everyone who stayed uh, all along, a big thank you to you. This was a long call, yes. Thank you.
Great. See you, everyone. See you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.